So we're continuing with Jack Kirby's Fourth World and Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 147, part 2. It's then that the vapors began to thin out and the young adventurers get a good look at their point of origin. Down below a volcano, that's what the rumbling was about. It just rose out of the sea. That's a great place for Charlie to dump us, into a volcano. Wait, there's something coming out of that volcanic cone. It's something round and very big. This car's controls won't respond. They've been locked by some invisible force. The whiz wagon's doing a nosedive. We're barreling into the ocean. The situation is far from that. The whiz wagon and its young crew are being drawn down to the huge landing platform. What is it? What is that thing? We'll soon find out. That is, if we can survive the crash. Stand by for impact. On the surface of the platform, a slit appears and widens to an opening. Then from its depths, pseudo-men forward. Approach object with caution. My circuits detect proto-organic creatures aboard a metallic carrier. One creature is unidentifiable and extremely destructive. Alarm noted. Immobilizer gun sight activated. Target is now being tracked. Zick. Target centered. Field of fire fully covered. Aim. Initiating fire procedure. Target immobilized. Wham! Trouble seems universal. On New Genesis, Superman is at loggerheads with super beings, a situation he's seldom had to face. Are you ready to yield to New Genesis? Good work, Magnar. He's either confused or subdued. Now see here, Magnar. I'll say uncle if you like, if only to get you to listen. I'm not from Apokolips. I'm Superman of Earth. Earth has never produced one of your kind. However, I sense there is more to your story. Huh. He truly lacks the snarling arrogance of Darkseid's minions. Look, that's Satellite City, orbiting New Genesis. Can that be? I believe you, Superman. Obviously, we were both watching for Apokolips activity in that tunnel and mistook each other for the enemy. Of course, it can't be anything else. It's Supertown. I saw it once for one fleeting moment. Well, it's open to friends. This is a world of friends. If you're a friend to all, you belong among us. Why, then I think I'll go to town. If you kids hold tight to my cape, I'll show you an exciting way to get there. Whoosh. No thanks. We'll go with Magnar. We follow in his magnetic trail. Quickly, Magnar's leaving now. Stay within the attraction of the Magna Trail, you pups, or you'll have to use your anti-gravs. So that's it. They're frolicking like young porpoises in that strong current, magnetic current. Watch this, Magnar. I just invented it. Magnar sure can travel. However, being a tourist, I should take in the sights at my leisure. Superman's unhurried flight bears fruition. He witnesses the serene passage of stately beings on graceful vehicles of unguessable power. They don't even notice me. Uh-oh. There's one that does. I have my suspicion that Supertown has its own guardians of the peace. He's waving me on. I've got the feeling that his baton just checked me out as friendly. And on Earth, another strange world has opened up, and none too gently received Superman's friends. Yah! Yeah, how long have we been sleeping? When did we fall asleep? I don't remember falling asleep. These clothes, they don't belong to us, but how come we're wearing them? I don't know, Jim. The only thing I remember... Wait, it started with Angry Charlie. Where's Charlie? Calm down, gentlemen. Your pet is alive and well. My servitors have merely put him under harmless restraint. Now why not join me in a modest but tasty repast? It seems we have a host, and look at what he calls a tasty dish. Man, he's poured himself a liquid fire drink with a flame-throwing dispenser. There's no cause for alarm. This drink is not on the menu. I've provided you with the comfortable clothes and food to your liking. Now eat hearty, young men. Wow, that cat must be 8 feet tall. I think we got more than a few explanations. Do us first, sir. Yeah, and I get the feeling that we're more like prisoners than guests. Simply put, my boys, we're in a sky gondola. It's rather large. It's powered by chemical steam flotation, and it's tethered by a cable to that volcano below. I see the gondola cable fades right into the cone of the volcano. Well, I've been in worse living quarters than these, like any tenement building and suicide slum. Suddenly, the great gondola begins a descent into the steamy interior of the volcano. Yes, as you've guessed, the volcano is my home. Mister, you win the Far Out Award, hands down. Does the heat ever bother you? Are you kidding? You saw him drink that fire phosphate, didn't you, dummy? This drink is not a showy illusion, young fellow, but a necessity. Here we are, docked and anchored. Gentlemen, welcome to the dominion of Professor Victor Volcanum, soon to be your most benevolent and respected sovereign, the King of Earth. Now, really, sir, that's the kind of premise sold in Golden Age comics. Hold it, big words. This guy is serious. Dimensions away, Superman tours the city of the fondest dreams, Supertown. It's incredible, beautiful, majestic. Supertown is truly a place for super beings. What? That falling pillar, it'll crush that girl. Hold on, don't be frightened. With supersonic swiftness, Superman acts. There, I'll have this giant dowel stick upright in a second. You're out of danger. And what, may I ask, do you think you're doing? I was just finishing my lesson. Lesson? What lesson? A lesson in simple kinetics. Silly, I've been developing this power with great effect. See, I was never in any danger at all. She's causing that pillar to spin like a top. This is really embarrassing for me. I keep forgetting that I'm in a city of super beings. Guess I'll just buzz off quietly. Superman wanders into a grassy area when suddenly, hey, what is this? Snap! So swiftly as Superman sees that he's barely able to respond. Bam! With a face like that, you could only have slipped into town from Apocalypse. Well, as a commando, you're a total bust. Wham! If Supertown has a cooler for invaders, you'll be spending the war there. Zapow! How did you summon the law here, sir? It seems I've been intercepted. It seems I've intercepted an unwelcome visitor to Supertown. Are you bereft of your senses? You may have damaged my protonoid. Uh-oh. I've got a strange notion that I've done it again. A protonoid, sir? Don't feign ignorance to an elder, you young dolt. Just because protonoids aren't things of beauty is poor reason to persecute them. I only acted in self-defense. I thought he... Nonsense. Protonoids are harmless. He was reaching for the piece of sculpture when you frightened him. Take it to my abode, helper. Yes, sir. Wow. I may be a big deal on Earth, but in this place I'm just another meddling super being. As this humbling fact sinks in, Superman pauses to orient himself to these new standards. If you wish to sit here, friend, you may. You're very kind. Thank you. To be frank, I'm a new arrival to New Genesis, and by every rule, I should belong here. Yet I'm finding it difficult to adjust. There was a fierce young one with your problem, but we found a need for him here, and it helped him mightily. Well, I can see very little need for me here. Everyone's doing fine without my help. And what of this place you left behind? Earth is a terrific planet, but it needs all the help it can get, including mine. I think that's your problem. You've left good friends in trouble. To serve a friend is certainly to serve New Genesis. It would be a simple task to return you to Earth. You only have to grasp the Wonder Staff. You mean all I have to do is... Superman hesitates fleetingly, then with a surge of rightness, he clutches the staff. The next second, it worked, but where have I materialized? The old joker, he sent me to Earth, all right, inside it. As Superman searches for a passage to the surface, he suddenly stumbles upon a shocking sight. Those birds in a hanging steel cage. It's Jimmy Olsen and the Newsboy Legion. Look, fellas, the Marines have landed. We're saved. It's Superman. Tell him what happened to us. Warn him. Yeah, fast. But before any words can be exchanged, great stone walls close tightly on Superman, pinning him. Clump. Ugh. Well, friends, it isn't peaceful New Genesis. Just the old hissing, popping, boiling kettle of troublesome old Earth. But it's the most exciting, the most spine-chilling, and the most momentous time to get involved with Professor Volcanum, monarch of all he subdues. Don't miss it. Jimmy Olsen, Superman, and the Newsboy Legion sure won't. And next up is another Forever People.